Hi, my name is Eddie Smith, and I'm the Recruiting Operations Officer for Texas Christian University, or TCU, right here in Fort Worth, Texas. I would like to welcome you all to the virtual Academy Day. Unfortunately, we couldn't be together due to coronavirus or COVID-19, but that's okay. I know many of you are here because you want to learn more about how to become an Army officer by attending the academies. Well, I'm here to talk to you about Army ROTC, which is a second option for becoming an Army officer. I know many of you have heard about Junior ROTC or JROTC in high schools. That is a great program for making great citizens of our country. However, the senior program, which is what I want to talk to you about today, the Senior Army ROTC program is a program that create or makes Army officers. We are here to make leaders and develop leaders into Army officers. So it is another option. So I know many of you thought that, hey, you know, the academy is the only way for me to become an Army officer. I have to go to an academy. But guess what? There's another one. There's another option, and that is Army ROTC. So let's get right into it, and we'll discuss it, okay? I'm gonna move my picture up here out of the way just a little bit so you can see all the slides, but I'm gonna stay up there so you just can see me talking to you. Okay, so the first thing, what is Army ROTC? Army ROTC is a leadership program that is designed to help us commission United States Army second lieutenants. So that's what we do. We commission Army officers and we develop them into leaders. As I stated earlier, Army ROTC is the largest producer of Army officers, and that's how we do it. We produce more officers than West Point. We produce more officers than the OCS, which is Officer Candidate School, or direct commissions. We produce the most officers. 75% of all Army officers come through Army ROTC. What is it? It's a college elective course. It's a 1 hour course for all freshmen. You take it for 1 hour. It's a 1 hour course. You have a lab that goes along with it. And why is it 5 to 7? Because we have physical fitness training as well in the mornings. So some schools do it 3 days a week, some do 4, some do 5. So at TCU, we only do 3 days a week. We do Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays. And so that's where the 5 to 7 hours comes from. The program will teach you some valuable life skills that you can use in any career. So, you know, many jobs see Army ROTC on your resume that you participate in Army ROTC. They are likely to hire you, or they give you a second look because they're very interested because they know you have some very valuable skills that they can use. And you can try our program out for 2 years. The first 2 years with no obligation. As long as you have a contracted. If you are a non-contracted cadet, you can stay in our program for 2 years without any obligation. If you don't like it, you can walk away. If you just want to just continue to try it out for those first 2 years, you just haven't made up your mind, that's fine. You can do that as well. No obligation. You can walk away at any time. But for contracted cadets, it's just a little bit different. We can talk about that if it's something you want to do. Physical fitness. Physical fitness, we do have physical fitness programs every morning. We do like I said, at TCU, we do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Some schools do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It all depends on the university. We have excellent leadership training, as well as some adventure training during the summer. You can do air assault, where you use the rope out of a helicopter, airborne, jumping out of a plane, or Ranger Challenges, which our program, we have our cadets compete against other universities in Ranger Challenge skills, which may be like throwing a grenade, the Army Physical Fitness test, obstacle courses, things of that nature. And the good thing about Army ROTC is that, remember, like I said earlier, you are on a university campus. So guess what? You can still be a regular student. What does that mean? That means you can participate in athletics if you choose, cheerleading, join a fraternity or a sorority if you like, join campus government, and get involved. We don't mind. We want you to be involved. We want you to participate in any activity on campus. We want you to enjoy those 4 years of school. And this is the great part about the Army ROTC program. We have an awesome scholarship that is available to just about all of our cadets. Especially you as a junior, you have to, I highly, highly, highly encourage you to go to www.armyrotc.com. That's it, armyrotc.com, and apply for the Army ROTC scholarship. Yes, you are as a junior, a rising senior, this is the perfect opportunity. The window is now open for you to go in and apply for the 4-year Army ROTC scholarship. Why is it so important? Let's take a look. The Army ROTC scholarship pays full tuition at any university that has Army ROTC, full tuition. whether your tuition is $60,000 a year, $25,000 a year, $12,000 a year. The Army will pay that. That's what that scholarship does. It pays full tuition and mandatory fees. Not only that, we don't want our cadets working if they don't have to. We'd rather have you in the books studying, getting your academics and learning and getting those great grades, because that's how we get those awesome officers. And by doing that, what we do for you is we give you a subsistence allowance to help you out with your living expenses, $420 per month while you're in school. So that's $210 on the first, $210 on the 15th of every month while you're in school, that is. And then you also get $1,200 annually for books. That's $600 at the beginning of the fall semester and $600 at the beginning of the spring semester. $600 per semester. So what does that mean? That means your books are going to be expensive. They can get very expensive, but that $600 helps offset that cost for those books. And guess what? If you don't spend the whole $600, save it for next semester. You may need it. All right, no problem. Here are some eligibility requirements. You must be a U.S. citizen. You must be at least 17. And then you see that maximum age of 31 by graduation. You can't turn 31 the year you graduate in order to take the scholarship. You say, wow, 31, I'm not going to be in school that long. Well, you got to understand, some students go out, they graduate high school, and they didn't want to go out and explore the world first. They may want to go join the Army. They want to go start working, get a job. You never know. And then they say, 4 or 5 years down the line, you know what? I want to go back to school, get my education, and I'm going to try with the Army ROTC scholarship. And we'll still be here, and we'll still have scholarships available. So as long as you don't turn 31 before you graduate or the year you graduate, then hey, the scholarship will be here waiting for you. So again, you must be a high school graduate on a minimum SAT score of 1,000, minimum ACT score of 19. Other requirements are 2.5 cumulative GPA, and that is non-weighted, as well as a pass a medical exam. Now, you say you may have some issues or something medically wrong. Who knows? Don't count yourself out. Always let the doctor decide. Let the doctor determine whether you qualify for service. So don't, you think there's an issue, go ahead and apply and see what happens. You never know. There may be a waiver out there for you. Have no moral obligation. In other words, you will pledge to support the Constitution of the United States, and you don't have a problem with bearing arms. And lastly, one other thing about the Army ROTC scholarship is every university is different. And since I'm from TCU, I'm just going to tell you a little about TCU. But every university is different. As far as room and board goes, some schools offer room and board just because you have the Army ROTC scholarship. Some schools don't offer room and board at all. And some schools will offer other scholarships to help offset the cost of room and board. So it's all different. So you have to research the school you want to go to and see what they have to offer for room and board, what their incentives are. Well, TCU has Army ROTC scholarship recipients will receive, if you have a 1290 SAT or a 28 ACT, then you qualify for the room and board grant. And it is different every year. This year it's $14,200 that goes towards your room and board annually. And let's say you go to a community college first and you transfer in. If you get a 3.25 GPA, then TCU will also give you this room and board grant. But again, look into your university and see what your university offers, the one you want to attend. If they may offer you full tuition, if they may offer you full ride, full room and board, as long as you have an Army ROTC scholarship, or again, they may just supplement your scholarship with some other type of scholarship. So check it out before you make a decision. Other thing, now, what did you say? This is too good to be true. Something's got to be wrong. No, it's great. All you have to do is serve afterwards, which is what you want to do anyway. All you have to do is accept the commission in the Army as an active duty soldier, Army Reserve, or Army National Guard. And that period is for 8 years. That's all, 8 small years. Serving on active duty, if you select active duty or you're chosen for active duty, then you have 4 years. The first 4 years must be on active, and the second 4 years can be in the Army Reserve or the Army National Guard. If you are selected for Army Reserve or National Guard, then all 8 years must be in Army Reserve or Army National Guard. With the first 3 to 6 months being your officer basic course or your basic officer leader course. Okay. Now that's it. That's all I wanted to give you all I have about the Army ROTC scholarship. Didn't want to take up too much time because I know you're at home watching the virtual Academy Day. And so, but that's what Army ROTC has to offer for you. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to email me at eddie.j.smith@tcu.edu. Or 817-257-6461. I'm here to answer any questions about Army ROTC and the Army ROTC process. I don't care what school you want to go to. I'm here to help. So thank you for attending Academy Day, and thank you for listening about Army ROTC. You have a great day.